Hi, it's Jeremiah Hartman, live event host and master of ceremonies. Have you ever noticed that there's always this fear about public speaking? We all have this fear of having to speak in public, and that is okay. It's just part of the program. But I still get a lot of people asking me, how can I be able to get that confidence that I can speak in front of lots of people? My message is this: have the confidence of speaking with just one person, one stranger, because if we can't speak to one stranger, how are we going to be able to speak to like a sea of strangers? It's just not going to work. You can't circumnavigate that thing. So what is the key to building a good connection and confronting your fears with speaking with a stranger? It's learning to have a conversation. In this video, you're going to learn how to confront your fears with speaking with strangers in 4 simple steps, and it's as easy as 4. Everything about having a conversation is about relatability. So if you have some relatability with someone, or you find the relatability with someone, it helps make the conversation less awkward, right? So with F, right? O-R-M, F, first one is family. You're in a family. You've, grown up in a family. You can relate to what it feels like to be in a family. And you build upon that. Always, when you're having a conversation, what helps the most is having open-ended questions. If you ask a question about, hey, that's a really interesting name, where does that name come from? You've immediately opened up a door for people to expand upon. You might say, how long has your family been in Australia? Now, if you're talking about family for long enough, you might want to ask something different. So we go to O. O is about occupation. Now, everyone can relate to either having a job or not having a job or aspiring to get the perfect job. And it's something that we can build upon in any conversation. So perhaps the next thing you want to talk about is, say, something open-ended like, what do you do during the week? How do you keep yourself busy? So if they give you something, you want to give something back. It's like a reciprocal thing going on. That's a whole fun part of a conversation. So that's occupation. Next is R. So R stands for recreation. Right now, you've probably had hobbies as a kid, or you've probably had things that you've taken up during COVID-19. You might have taken up baking, or you might have taken up photography. Recreation is something that we all have, that we all enjoy, that we want to do when we're not working. Now, normally most people say, hey, look, you know what? I don't have time for anything. If I had time, I'd be sleeping. And because we live in a modern world, that's generally accepted answer. But I want to say, no. A good way to respond to that is to say, hey, if you had time, let's just say if you had extra time, what would you like to take up? And let them again reveal that. The next thing is M, which is what matters most. Because we've all got things going on in our life. And a good way to really summarize and make sure that you're paying attention is to ask the question, look, you told me about your work, you've told me about your family, you told me about what you like to do, but out of all of that, what really matters the most to you? And just listen. And this often helps a lot of people when they don't know how to go with a conversation. So to summarize, we've talked about 4 things: family, occupation, recreation, and meaning. What means the most? What matters the most? M. So these are 4 things that you can draw upon when you're having a conversation. I hope it helps. Let me know in the comments below about what you can do to contribute, and give me some feedback. Cheers.